I don't think there's anyone present at this time to speak on the public hearing. So we will close the public hearing at this point and reopen the meeting at 6 o'clock. Okay, at this time at 6 o'clock, and we're going to call the meeting to order, and we will start with the prayer. John Cahill is here to open us up in prayer. If everyone could stand, please. Okay, Ms. Phyllis, will you do a roll call, please?
Vice Mayor Dale,
Present.
Alderman Elder, Alderman Langford,
Here.
Alderman Linder,
Here.
Alderman Proctor,
Here.
Alderman Rubel.
Here.
All present except Alderman Elder.
Okay, thank you. Next, do I have a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, motion made by Alderman Linder,
I'll second.
second by Alderman Rubel. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Okay, next on the agenda, we have public comments. Do we have anyone present for any public comments? Okay. Next, any additions or deletions to the agenda from anybody?
Yeah, I'd like to add, update on the budget. Expenditures, revenues, the budget, not for this meeting, but for the next meeting.
Okay, all right. We'll put that on our agenda for next time. Okay. Next, we have old business, which is the second reading on ordinance.
I will be in town on Thursday evening with the opportunity.
Hang on.
to join.
I don't know who he's talking to. Anyway, okay. We have the second reading on ordinance 2025-12-1. And I'm not going to go, I'll let you present that, Andre.
You all have seen this before. This is the second reading of our readoption and republication of our comprehensive zoning ordinance so that we have everything in one uniform document. And this includes specific clerical changes to the sign ordinance, which is being republished here with the changes incorporated, and those are outlined for you. And there are also some clerical changes to the general provisions of the zoning ordinance as well, and we'll go through those very quickly. The specific changes include amendment to section 11-202.22, the definition of flashing sign. As discussed previously, this includes the language that says, this definition shall include electronic signs with messages that change. Changes to section 11-203.9.3. Previously, now it's 0.4. That just corrects a typographical error in the original ordinance. This provision includes clerical changes that address how sign permits are processed by the building inspector. Subsection G, portable and temporary signs, corrects an incomplete sentence. Violations and penalties, subsection L, includes language that says a penalty not to exceed $50 per violation instead of references to the general penalties clause. Then, as far as the legal status provisions of the zoning ordinance, this incorporates language that states the penalty is a civil penalty not to exceed $50 per violation, and removes any references to the general penalties clause. The next provision says that existing provisions are continued, and these aren't intended to be new enactments to the extent that these ordinances were in force and effect on the date of passage, and that we will work with MTAS and UCDD to create and republish a comprehensive zoning ordinance, which my understanding is that has been done and is ready for approval. We'd recommend the passage of this ordinance, and I'll take any questions if you have them.
Motion to approve.
Okay, we have a motion to approve ordinance 2025-12-1 by Alderman Dale. Do we have a second?
I second.
Okay, second by Alderman Proctor. Let's do a roll call, please.
Alderman Langford,
Yes.
Alderman Linder,
Yes.
Alderman Proctor,
Yes.
Alderman Rubel,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Dale.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Okay. Thank you. Ray, are you still there on Zoom? Okay, Rebecca, I think we lost him. So,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, okay. All right, on this same line is new business, so we'll go ahead and have Zach Stevens come up and give us an update from the Chamber of Commerce, and maybe from the Main Street Historic District, or I'll update that one.
Happy New Year. I'm very happy to report well, I guess I should go back. The Chamber of Commerce applied for a grant with the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development for a tourism branding program. This is valued at approximately $100,000. It's a very competitive process and required a lot of paperwork, which is not fun. But I'm very happy to report that we did receive that grant. We're moving forward with all of the things that are required. Department of Tourist Development already has a consultant that they work with, and we've already began working with them, and we're beginning some of the first stages of this later this month, which is outlined in the letter you have there. The reason I'm sharing this is if you have any constituents who, work in lodging, hospitality, anything, owns a shop, anything like that, please share this information with them. I've already sent a letter and an email out to a number of folks that we have information for, but would appreciate any help you can in spreading that information. Over the last couple of years, we've kind of slipped back a little bit in terms of where we rank in terms of visitors to Overton County across the state, when you look across the state. So I'm really hoping that this program, along with some of the other things we're working towards, will really help us bring more visitors to Overton County. But this is just the first step, and I'm glad to be sharing it with y'all this evening. Any questions on this front? None? There will be more to come, I'm sure, as we move forward here, and we'll be launching this program in hopefully late spring. So I'm really excited, and we'll go from there, okay? Do you want me to share anything from, Jean Gann is a little sick this evening and isn't able to join us. So I'll provide a quick update on some of the events and happenings that we had through Main Street. Christmas in the Country and the Christmas Parade went off quite well. A number of our local shops reported that they had just some amazing days of sales and whatnot. We had, it seemed like, a crazy amount of visitors from out of town. I mean, at the chamber, we were getting phone calls. I even answered a phone call from someone as far as Atlanta who was coming to visit us during the Christmas in the Country festivities. So I think it was a big hit, and everyone had a lot of fun, and it was a positive impact in terms of tax revenues as well. Yeah. I think that's most everything, and I think Ray has some updates on construction projects, maybe.
Yes, and I think the only other thing he sent us was there's waiting on a survey where the caboose is going to go.
Yeah.
And a text.
Yeah, there's Gene contacted a surveyor, and he's just in the process of waiting to hear back from them on the property down past the park down there where they're going to put the caboose. So more updates to come. Any questions, comments, concerns?
I got a comment. The courthouse lawn area looks fantastic.
Well, it sure does. It is an amazing asset, and I'm glad that all the construction is finally wrapping up there. Yeah, a lot of work's gone into that. So, anything else? Good.
No, just exciting news. Thanks for all your work on that grant, and great update. Thanks, Zach. Okay, Ray, are you ready? Ray Evans. Okay, Ray. Can you hear us? Rebecca?
He says he can't see.
Okay. What about now, Ray? Maybe. Ray? Can you hear us?
I can see you, but I cannot hear you.
Tell him we can hear him. We can hear you now as well.
Wow.
We're ready.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good deal. All right, so this is the first time I've been able to hear you guys. So if you have questions, I don't know what they are.
Just give the update.
Oh, okay. So first thing is that from a TDOT perspective, the courthouse project is complete. And we, as is typical with TDOT, we have a series of closeout documents to perform. Some of those with the city, some of those with the contractor. And we'll be working on those the remainder of this week and get those resolved. I guess the second thing would be the sidewalk project, the long-going sidewalk project. The good news is that the city has been granted a one-year extension in completion by TDOT. We stubbed our toe a little bit in the right-of-way acquisition portion of this project, thinking that we could simply have some conversations with the property owners, get their agreement and move forward. TDOT is very regimental in that regard, and so now we're going to have to go back and do some retro events with the property owners, if you will. But we'll start on those here in the next few days as well. Nothing to be concerned about, in my opinion. So, third project with TDOT is the Little Street and Cedar Street project. We are having conversations with both our city attorney and the consultants, engineering consultants, with some language within the agreement to make sure that we're all in agreement with what that says before the mayor proceeds forward with authorizing them to proceed forward. But we expect to have that resolved within the next bit as well. The third thing is not related to downtown, but the city industrial park. The mayor and I have had conversations with our consultants over the last week or so. We've sorted out some early design considerations, and they're moving forward with the final design for the building pad and associated parking lot and utilities on the remaining city industrial park. So the schedule right now would appear that we would, as the engineers proceed forward, we would bring before you, the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, a contract for construction with someone yet to be known in your May meeting, and start construction sometime during late May or early June to construct that 100,000 square foot building pad and parking lot, etc. Any questions from the board?
I think we're good.
Oh, y'all were easy tonight.
Yeah, we were. Thanks for being patient with the Zoom and for joining and giving that update.
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks, Ray. Okay, next on the agenda is a resolution for destruction of documents, police department, storage and destruction of some things that have been taking up a lot of space for a long time, so.
That's right. This is a simple resolution that adopts the MTAS schedule of retention for destruction of documents and provides that anything beyond those retention periods the physical copies will be destroyed, and it's my understanding that the police department is scanning those in and retaining those records on a separate electronic hard drive. Is that right, Chief?
Yes.
Okay. There are two resolutions. One that adopts the schedule retention period published by MTAS for police records, and a second resolution applying specifically to accident reports that provides for a 4-year retention period. Again, we will retain electronic copies of these, but this is primarily to free up space in our files.
Any questions about this? And we have been in some discussions with MTAS prior to all of this as well, and they came and met with us and guided the PD on what we need to keep and how to store, et cetera.
It's a standard publication that MTAS recommends for adoption by all municipalities. So it incorporates the legal standards for retaining all different types of records, but this resolution pertains specifically to police records.
We have held so many records and so many boxes that we are overflowing out of places and nowhere to store anymore. You can imagine how many case files and accident reports that we go through in a day-to-day period. We're not doing away with it. We're putting it in a different area. We're putting electronic. We're bringing it into electronic state. It can always be pulled up and always be brought back up. It's just those boxes. Just on the front of the boxes, I counted 78 boxes that's taken up just one big room that's all it's for. Everybody else, and we started working on this way on back there with the mayor and talking with MTask about getting rid of a lot of this stuff because it's just taking up useful space and it's just an eyesore. Not only we have that, surely the city office here's got a bunch that we could put electronically and not have to have storage for. The box that to go on is about the size of that talk box in front of you, and it hooks up to a computer and we can research it in several different ways, and it won't be destroyed until the research is done to saying that works what it's supposed to do.
Any questions? Okay, I'm going to present these separately since they are in two resolutions. And the first one that I'll entertain a motion on is resolution, it is the one for, well, it was on the top of your packet, for the destruction of certain police records in accordance with MTAS municipal record schedules and the Tennessee Code annotated 10-7-121. So if I, okay, so we have a motion for approval by Alderman Linder. Do I have a second? Is that you, David? Okay, second by Alderman Langford. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Okay, this resolution passes. And then next we'll go for resolution 2026-1-2. And this one is the one that has to do with the retaining the accident reports. Do I have a motion for this resolution?
I'll make the motion.
Okay. Motion made by Alderman Linder. Second by Alderman Langford. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Okay. Ray, do you want to come back up? Oh, there you are. Chief. Okay, next, Chief Smith's up here to talk about sale of some surplus property at the police department.
We gave out a list there. We got 4 vehicles. These all 3 of them seizure vehicles that we have been awarded through the court system, and they're cleared. They have been turned over to the City of Livingston's Police Department to do whatever the city sees fit. We're asking to sell those and take the assets and do something else with it to get another vehicle whatsoever that'll help the city police department. Then I have an old city patrol unit, which is a gray Tahoe. A couple of years ago, we had to buy a motor for it and put a motor in it, and we thought we had a lot of things done and a lot of miles. We do a lot of miles on a lot of vehicles. Now the transmissions went out. I don't see foreseeing that put the city out any more money for that vehicle. It's come to its end. I'm asking y'all to also help let us sell that patrol unit and take those assets also and put them together and try to gain another vehicle. I would like to do it on Gov Deals or wherever y'all say we need to do it at. Only reason we do Gov Deals is due to the fact I don't have to do no legwork, no planning, none of that. It goes straight to them. They take care of all the legal fees, they pick up all the money. They cut the City of Livingston a check and we're done. It's less that we have to touch. But if y'all say we do it another way, we do it another way.
Can civilians look at that list?
Yes, you can sign up on Gov Deals and buy off of Gov Deals as a civilian. Anybody can. Very much sets you up a little account and you sit there and bid and buy anything off of there that you want. Yes.
Four vehicles we got here is all seized vehicles, correct?
All 3 of them seized and one of them's an old patrol unit. That Tahoe that you see at top. Yeah, yep. We put a motor in that. We actually come before you and got you okay to get a motor. I don't think we need to put a transmission in one again.
Okay, any other questions right now? Okay, I think I had a motion by Alderman Linder and a second by Alderman Rubel for sale of the surplus property by the police department. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Any other business?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, we have a motion to adjourn by Alderman Dale, second by Alderman Langford. All in favor? Meeting adjourned.